Alright, today we're going to go over how I built a wooden air purifier. So why would I build my own instead of buying a commercial one? Commercial air purifiers can trigger migraine headaches. I know this because I've bought two and they both gave me migraine headaches. Often this is because of the ionizer. Ionizers are not healthy. I don't need one in my own. Another advantage of making my own is I can size it to take standard HVAC filters instead of custom HEPA filters. And the next point is I need a unit that turns on without a button press so that I can have it on a timer. And then last, I don't want any LED lights on because I use it in the bedroom at night. All right, so let's get started building this. So putting together the plywood and the framing here with some wood glue and some clamps to get started. All right, this is the box. The first parts of the framing put in. It fits the filter fairly well. You don't want it too tight, so it's pretty flush at the top. The sides, there's a bit of a gap. It's okay, we're gonna seal that. Better a little bit of a gap than doesn't fit, because that doesn't work. Now I'm using some siliconized acrylic caulk to prevent air leaks. And this is the second frame that goes behind the filter, and it has some sponge window seal to allow the frame of the filter, when it's being pulled in due to the negative pressure of the fans, to seal against that to prevent any leakage. Now we're attaching the top. This is where the fans are going to mount, so they're going to blow upward. Here I've drilled and then used a jigsaw to cut out the circle for each of the three fans that's going to blow out of the top there. Now I'm sealing up the second framing with some more caulk and adding some more braces, one in the back and one in the front, for mounting. And then I'm adding bolts with some lock washers, and so this allows my fans to be removable if I want to change them out ever, and it also prevents any vibration. Now this is where I built this swinging lid for the filter. And then here is the adapter I'm going to use to power the computer fans. They're 12 volt, and I need to solder. So I cut off the tip, and then I soldered the wires together here to permanently connect that 12 volt adapter to my chain together computer fans. And then here is where the plug-in exits, and I'm going to stuff foam in here to prevent any air leakage. All right, we've plugged it in here and we've got a test run. We don't have the back in yet, but other than that, it's pretty far along. So there's a bit of a hum from the fans. So I've got the back in, and I've used the caulking all the way around to prevent any air leaks. So once this sets, it should be ready for testing with a filter. And I'm preparing another frame for the pre-filter. So this is going to be a 40 mesh that just catches anything large, prevents it from clogging our filter prematurely. We can just detach this. It's just magnetic. So here's the final unit. and I put a handle on the top so it moves easily. All right, the air purifier is complete, and we're going to insert the filters. So we've got a carbon filter that's going to go in front of our main filter, which is a 3M 1-inch 20 by 30 furnace filter. It's the MERV 14, so the best one they make. Just put them together, load them into the top slot. All right, then we take our 40 mesh pre-filter, and this just attaches onto the front with magnets. And then we close the lid and latch it, and we're ready to power it up by plugging it in the back. So now we're going to look at the efficiency of the unit with a kilowatt meter. So it consumes 5.2 watts when running, and there's only one speed, so that's the total consumption. And we're going to compare that to a Winix air purifier that I have at home, and see how it compares in terms of efficiency. So when the Winix is plugged in but not running, it consumes 1 watt of ghost power. When it's running at the lowest fan speed with the ionizer shut off, it consumes 5.4 watts, so just slightly higher than our unit running at full blast. And at its highest fan speed with the ionizer running, the Winix unit consumes 50.9 watts, so about 10 times as much.